This is going to be my most in-depth YouTube training ever. In this free online YouTube course, I'm going to show you guys step by step on exactly how you guys can start your own profitable YouTube channel from scratch and turn it into a 6-figure a year income business without showing your face, creating your own videos, or even uploading your own content. And you guys are probably asking why I'm qualified to give you this info. Well, hi guys, my name is Zach and I actually own my own YouTube channels where I don't show my face or create my own videos, and they bring me in a total of $15,000 a month. Now, the goal of this video is to give you guys the information that I wish I had when I was starting out, because there's so much information out there and they're in bits and pieces. So I want to give you guys a full-length, complete training completely for free. In this video, you'll get more info than most paid courses out there, and you'll be able to start your own YouTube channel right after seeing this video. A lot of people want to start a YouTube channel, but they're afraid to show their face because it could be embarrassing, or they don't want to risk their privacy, or they're just really not an extroverted type of person. There are many business owners in this world who are introverts, who don't like to actually interact and be the person behind the camera. You can still generate the money and the success of big YouTubers like Markiplier, Logan Paul, and KSI without having to worry about the publicity or the annoyance of fame when it comes to becoming a YouTuber. So guys, grab a seat and get ready to learn everything you need to know on how to make money on YouTube without showing your face. Alright guys, so let's get straight into it. So before we get technical and go step by step, I'm going to give you guys an overview on what this video will teach you. First, I will talk about why you should use YouTube automation as opposed to the traditional way of doing YouTube. Then you will learn the YouTube terminology and some good terms and keywords you need to know when growing your own YouTube channel. Then I will show you guys some free tools to research other people's YouTube channels so you can capitalize on the competition and grow a successful channel that you know will succeed before you even create it. Then I'm going to show you the anatomy of a YouTube automation channel and what a YouTube automation video needs to become successful. Then I will teach you guys how to pick the correct niche so that you guys can start off knowing that your channel and your niche will be a success. I'll show you guys what not to do so you guys don't make any mistakes when starting your YouTube automation business. I'll also show you exactly how to create the videos and where to find the footage, the content, and also the voiceovers. Then I will show you how to actually make money and different ways to monetize your YouTube automation channel. And at the end, I'll answer some frequently asked questions about YouTube automation so that there are no doubts when starting your own channel. So what exactly is YouTube automation? YouTube automation is a business model where you can generate content and upload it to YouTube without ever having to record your face or having to make your own videos. You can outsource all of the content creation to other people online or create the content yourself for free. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen YouTube channels like this. Channels like Watch Mojo, channels like Brightside, and channels like Brainy Dose. Those certain channels get millions of views a month, but the thing is they don't have a face behind them. They usually just have someone speaking in the background and they play clips along the video to explain what they're talking about. So to give you guys an example, let's look at a channel called Watch Mojo, one of the biggest channels on YouTube today. Alright guys, so we're here on watchmojo.com, the YouTube channel, and they have over 24 million subscribers, which is an insane number. Now, as you guys can see, every single video is completely different. They do top 10 videos, so the top 10 House of Dragon fan theories, top 10 people who survived in St. Falls, and stuff like that. They're very interesting and intriguing videos, but they never ever show the actual owner of the YouTube channel's face. Let's take a look at one of their videos to get a solidified idea of how they actually create their content.
Our picks for the top 10 heartbreaking scenes in Sons of Anarchy.
No!
You see guys, it's super simple. What they do is they have someone in the background speak and actually narrate an actual video, and then they just show clips of what they're talking about. This is a perfect business model if you don't want to show your face and if you're shy on camera, because here you can actually make so much money and become a successful YouTuber without showing your face. And as you can see, they're very successful, having over 24.7 million subscribers. Now you guys are probably asking, why should I do YouTube automation? What are the benefits of using this method as opposed to doing the traditional route of YouTube? Well, YouTube automation lets you make money from the largest video platform in the world without having to lose your privacy and anonymity. What you guys need to understand is that YouTube is the largest video hosting platform in the entire world. And YouTube is also the second largest search engine, right under Google. So as a result, there's so many people joining YouTube every single day, which means that YouTube itself is a platform that has long-term value. If you feel embarrassed showing your face or want to make sure your business doesn't affect your private life, then YouTube automation is a perfect choice for you. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen people who actually show their face on YouTube, and it has affected their own personal life very poorly. Let's take a look at an example of a YouTuber called TechLead. Now, if you guys don't know, the TechLead is a YouTuber that teaches people how to code. He's a very intelligent software engineer, and he basically just at first documented his life and talked about how he worked at Google and the steps you need to actually get hired by a big company like Google. You can see that he actually created a video talking about getting fired from Facebook for having a YouTube channel. Now, that is a terrible, terrible thing. You don't want to risk your other sources of income by actually having a YouTube channel that affects you and has your face involved. There are many people who don't appreciate people who have large social media followings, so as a result, it could cause people to judge you, and unfortunately, it could lead to something like this with a tech lead, where he lost his job because of it. Also, a huge problem with owning a YouTube channel that shows your face is that once you do become successful and really go and have a huge following, it can be very exhausting to actually have the fame of being a YouTuber. If we look at someone like KSI is a YouTuber who started doing Let's Plays about FIFA and online video games, and he grew a huge following because of it, because he was someone who was very entertaining and people liked watching what he did. But the big problem was that after he retained his fame, he started to have so many problems enjoying his life. He even mentions the fact that he can't go out anymore because it just gets super annoying because people keep asking him for videos, for pictures. And now I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys wouldn't mind that, but the problem is that if you guys don't want to deal with that at all, it can get tiring and it can become a hassle. That's why YouTube automation is so special and so different, because YouTube automation allows you to make the money that a YouTuber can make without having to be in the public eye. If you guys can see on the right here, this is just one of my videos that's doing very well. It has almost 1 million views on it, and you can see that it's generated me $4,000 just from one video. And this video took me 0 minutes to make because I just hired someone else to make it for me. And the best part about this video is that it still makes me money till this day. The reason why is because I believe that YouTube is a new form of digital real estate. The reason why I call it digital real estate is because you can create a video now, and as long as it's on the YouTube platform, it will consistently make you money and revenue for years and years and years to come. Because people will always constantly be on YouTube watching videos, and the user base of YouTube just keeps getting higher and higher. So many people keep saying that YouTube is getting more saturated, and that is not true, because even though there are more creators than ever, there are also more viewers than ever. People don't understand that the growth is equivalent and parallel. So there's always a chance for you to actually come into the space and create your own successful YouTube channel. Now let me compare two different channels for you guys, so you guys can see the benefits and the pros and cons of both. Now, as you can see on the right here, I have a picture of a YouTuber called Logan Paul. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of Logan Paul. He runs a very successful business through YouTube. He has multiple different channels. He makes so much money a year. Now, he does generate a lot of money from his personal brand channel, and he has other forms of income as well, like merchandise and his podcast that he's doing. But the problem is that he always needs to be on camera for the content. If he's tired and he doesn't want to actually make content that day, then as a result, there'll be no content out and he won't be growing his channels for that day. Also, he has to give up his personal privacy and life for his success. And like I said, his business will stop growing if he takes a break and he doesn't consistently upload on his channel. Now let's look at another channel called The Bright Side. Now, Brightside is a channel where they just talk about cool, fun facts that their viewers would enjoy. They have over 44 million subscribers, so they even have more subscribers than Logan Paul, which is insane. Now, this completely faceless channel has a team uploading consistently because they upload about 5 videos a day. The owner never shows his face or creates his own videos at all, and they generate about $3 million a year just from ad revenue alone, which is unbelievable. And the owner can make all this money without worrying about fame or recognition at all. The owner can just sit down and collect the checks from YouTube without ever having to worry about being recognized or seen, because there's no reason to make all this money on YouTube if you can't enjoy it in peace. The reason you guys are making this money is because you want freedom. You want to live a life of freedom, freedom from financial burdens and social burdens as well. That's why making a YouTube channel without showing your face is so important, and it's such an amazing avenue. This is also a perfect business for beginners because you don't spend any money in advertising. You don't need to do any Facebook ads, drop shipping, or any investment at all. All you need to do is just invest your time and effort, and you can create a channel that makes you 6 figures a year. Now let me show you guys some YouTube terminology and some useful terms to know when growing your own YouTube channel. So the first term you guys should know is something called impressions. Now an impression on YouTube is a moment when someone sees your video on YouTube. They may view the video or they may not. However, there will still be an impression because the video showed up on their feed, homepage, or recommended feed. So as you guys can see, if you look on the right here, I screenshotted my recommended feed. The recommended feed is to the right of you every single time you play a video on YouTube on your desktop. You can see that all my videos are getting recommended here. Now each one of these videos has an impression because I saw it in my recommended feed. Whether I click it or not, it is an impression. Now there's something called click-through rate. Now CTR, or click-through rate, is a metric that determines how many people click on your video relative to how many impressions your video gets. If your video is shown 100 times and one person clicks, you have a click-through rate of 1%. So I screenshotted a piece of my YouTube analytics so you guys can actually see how impressions lead to your click-through rate. So you guys can see here, I had 1,000 impressions on this video and I had a 14% click-through rate, which means I got 149 views from 1,000 impressions. Now, a good click-through rate depends on the type of niche and the type of video you have. However, just remember the fact that a click-through rate is just the percentage of people who click on your video after they see an impression. So watch time. Watch time indicates the exact amount of time someone spends on your video calculated in hours. This is directly correlated with the average view duration or audience retention of a video. So you guys can see that it shows my watch time in hours on the left of how many hours someone watched my video. Now you guys can see that the longer my average view duration is, of course the higher my watch time will be for those videos. Alright, CPM. CPM, or cost per mil, represents how much YouTube will pay you per 1,000 views on your videos. Now this changes for every single niche on YouTube. Some niches have a very high CPM, and some niches have a very low CPM. Your goal is to get the highest CPM possible because that means that YouTube will pay you more per those 1,000 views on YouTube. And you guys can see that CPM isn't consistent. It does fluctuate sometimes because sometimes a video has a higher CPM and raises it, or sometimes a video has a lower CPM and lowers it, but it generally stays within that certain area. Now RPM. RPM, or revenue per mil, is a metric that determines how much money you actually earn per 1,000 views, because YouTube does take a 55% cut from your earnings based on your CPM. So you guys can see that CPM says how much money you make per 1,000 views, but that's not the money that comes inside of your pocket. The money that comes inside of your pocket is the RPM. Now, if you guys want to make sure you make the most money possible, definitely focus on raising your RPM as much as possible. And that does depend on the type of niche you choose. And I'm going to show you guys the exact niche you guys should choose if you want a higher CPM so you can make more money on YouTube. Now, there are 2 tools you guys should use to research for your YouTube channel: vidIQ and Social Blade. Now, let me show you guys both of these tools and how to use them effectively. Alright guys, so first let me show you guys how vidIQ works. vidIQ is probably the best software for YouTube on the platform, period. This software is unbelievable. Basically what the software does is it uses YouTube's own keyword research data and it gives it to you so that you guys can make the most optimized YouTube video you possibly can. Now this software costs about $10 a month and I say it's more than worth it. Let me log in and show you guys exactly how vidIQ works. So we're here in my vidIQ dashboard as it shows you a bunch of different keyword opportunities that you can use for your own YouTube channel. So once you buy vidIQ, go to the top here and look at keywords. So now that you're at keywords, I want you guys to think of a YouTube channel that you guys want to start in a certain niche And I want you guys to figure out what are some good keywords to explain it. So let's say you want to start a finance channel. So let's look up the term finance. So as you guys can see, I searched up finance and they give you so many different options. They give you related keywords here, they give you matching terms here, and they give you questions here. What you guys want to do, you want to make sure that you have a keyword that has a very high overall score. Overall score is basically going to tell you how good a keyword is. It's very simple, very straightforward. So we can see that finance is a not so much of a high keyword, so you might not want to use that keyword. However, you can look at related keywords and organize them the highest level keyword possible for your specific niche. So let's go and view all 178 keywords. So now that we're here, we can see that there's different keywords that actually relate to our keyword that we typed in. There's personal finance, stock market investing, Yahoo Finance, finance degree. So what we want to do is we want to make sure we sort these by the overall score. So we can do that by just clicking here. Okay, so now you guys can see that one of the highest keywords you guys can start is a keyword Bitcoin. So if you guys were thinking, maybe you guys can start a YouTube channel based on a Bitcoin keyword, because that will make sure that YouTube channel is as optimized as it possibly can be. Now there are so many other things that vidIQ can do for you. You can actually use an SEO boost on your own channel. You can actually use a subscriber boost. They also have their own YouTube channel that shows you exactly how to grow your own YouTube channel completely for free. So if you guys don't want to pull the trigger on vidIQ yet, you could just look at their actual YouTube channel. Now let's look at the second software that you guys can start to grow your own YouTube channels, and that is called Social Blade. Now Social Blade is a software that outlines and estimates how much someone can make off of their own YouTube channels. What it does is it takes the information from the YouTube channel and gives an estimate on how much they could be making per day, per week, and per month based on the views they get. So let's think of a YouTube channel that does very well that we can emulate. Now before we talked about Watch Mojo, so let's type in Watch Mojo here. So you guys can see that Social Blade estimates that Watch Mojo can be making up to $300,000 a month from their YouTube channel, which is unbelievable. That's almost $4 million a year estimated. Now, I will keep in mind that Social Blade isn't the most accurate. Social Blade gives you a lower and a higher range. Now, in my personal experience, I've noticed that it's usually somewhere around the middle or closer to the higher end. So we can say on a low end, Watch Mojo is making $100,000 a month on the low end, which is still $1.2 million a year just from making videos that they didn't even have to record themselves. I guarantee you they have an entire team behind themselves that are creating the content themselves, because they upload so much that it's impossible for one person to actually create the content themselves. So if you guys want to make sure that a channel in your niche is making a lot of money, I suggest using Social Blade and looking at the exact amount of money they could be making per month from ad revenue. Now, to give you guys as much value as possible, I'm going to give you guys 5 more examples in different niches so you guys can see how possible it is to really grow your own YouTube automation channel. So the first one we're going to look at is called Nonstop Sports. This is the sports niche, and in this niche, it's super cool. They just talk about crazy sports facts. Now you can see the 10 best NBA players to never win a championship, how the Warriors went from a disaster to a dynasty, and they even talk about football content too. So let's take a look at one of their videos and see their exact formula so that you guys can get an idea of how to grow your own.
Warriors used to be losers and a perennial lottery team, but now they're a dynasty and the most stable franchise in the NBA. Here is their franchise history and how they turned rags into riches.
So you guys can see that they don't show their face at all. It's super cool. They just have someone speaking in the background, narrating the entire video, and they just have someone edit the video. And these guys make a ton of money a month. Let's take a look at their Social Blade to see how much they could be making per month. So you guys can see they're making up to $30K a month. And like I said, Social Blade is usually around the middle, so I'd say they're making about $15,000 to maybe $20,000 a month just from this one channel alone. Isn't it so crazy how you can make so much money from a channel where you don't show your face? I guarantee you he spent 0 time on this channel at all. He just has people under him create the content and just collects the YouTube checks. Here's another channel called Brainy Dose, and what they do is they talk about psychology. So how to spot emotional immaturity, 11 simple conversation starters that actual work, how to stop worrying and start living. Super cool, very informative videos. Now you can see that these videos have a much lower production quality than non-stop sports, but they still make a lot of money and get a lot of views.
Everyone has something that stresses them out and keeps them awake at night. And while worrying can be a productive way to prepare for the future, it can also take over your life and hold you back from truly living. Just think about it. How many times has worrying about something made it any...
So you guys can see they just took completely free stock images from YouTube, from Google, and they just talk about the video and give great advice. See, now you guys can see they could be making up to $11,000 a month. Now I'd say if we want to be conservative, let's say they're making $6,000 a month. That's still $70,000 a year, completely hands off, passively. That is super awesome, and they don't even upload that much. If they consistently uploaded and kept growing, they could skyrocket this to a so much higher level than it is right now. Now this channel is called Touropia. Now what they do is they just show cool videos and cool places to visit. That's super cool. They have 1.05 million subscribers.
The ancient ruins of great art. Coba in Mexico. Calakmul was. Number 3. AD. It was abandoned in 1221 when Mayapan became the region's new capital. Highlights include.
You see how cool that is, guys? This is honestly insane and amazing. It's crazy how you can make so much money from channels that don't even show a face. This is the difference between being a YouTuber and a true entrepreneur building a business on YouTube. You see, they could be making up to $18,000 a month from this YouTube channel. Now, I will say that the travel niche has a high CPM, so they could be probably making $18,000, even $19,000 a month, because the CPM is super important when creating videos on YouTube. If you have a high CPM, you could only get 100,000 views and make $10,000 a month. And if you have a low CPM, you could get 1 million views per month and only make 20 cents. So CPM is very important when starting your own YouTube channel, guys. Alright guys, so this YouTube channel is called Tedward. And in this channel, they talk about, or they show, cars. Now, it's so funny because he doesn't show his face at all in the videos. All he does is just drive the car, and he makes so much money and gets so many views from it.
For handling for traction, you get into that power and just hold your foot down. Welcome back, I'm Tedward, and today we have a unique opportunity to compare the 2022 Honda Civic Si.
So you guys can see he just smacks a GoPro on his forehead and just shows all these amazing cars. That is an amazing life. I would love to start a channel just like this. This seems so much fun to create. So you guys can see up to $12,000 a month. And he doesn't have to worry about publicity or people recognizing him because he doesn't even show his face on the channels. Alright guys, let's look at one more that you probably wouldn't think would be a great channel to start. But it is honestly one of the best channels and the craziest ones that I think you guys can start today. Alright guys, so you guys can see that this channel is called Razgriz Flight and Spotting. So all they do is they just show videos of airplanes. Honestly, they just show videos of airplanes, they spot airplanes, and they just record it. Now this guy doesn't show his face at all. All he does is show the airplanes, and he has no commentary, no nothing, and he has hour-long videos of people just on an airplane. It's so cool. So this is insane. The guy just literally shows a video of him outside the window on a plane. That is awesome. So this guy could be making up to $13,000 a month from his channel. It's insane how this guy can make so much money just from showing videos and clips of airplanes. So I hope you guys can see why I'm so excited about this. I hope you guys can see how amazing it is, how you guys can create an actual business completely passively on YouTube without showing your face at all. Alright guys, so let's talk about the anatomy of a YouTube automation video and what you need to have it become successful. So 1, you need to do your keyword research and your optimization tactics. 2, you need script writing. 3, you need a voiceover, but some channels actually don't even need a voiceover. 4, you need some video editing. And 5, you need a thumbnail editor. Now all of these pillars can completely be outsourced, and I'm going to show you guys exactly where to go and the exact websites to look at to outsource every single piece of your content. So first, let's try to figure out how we pick the correct niche. So make sure you choose a niche that's currently working well so that you can capitalize on their success. Instead of creating videos that are not proven, focus on creating videos that are doing well in the YouTube algorithm so you can know the correct formula. If you guys can see on the right here, here are some screenshots of vidIQ's dashboard. I searched 2 different terms. 1, I searched cooking, and 2, I searched stock market. Now, if I wanted to start a cooking channel, it is possible for me to grow, but the big problem is that there's a lot of competition. The search volume is very high, but the competition is very high too, so as a result, the overall score of the keyword is low. But if we scroll down, you see stock market has a very high search volume, but a medium competition. So it would be easier for me to succeed in the stock market niche as opposed to the cooking niche. So it's important that you guys figure out a niche that you, 1, actually enjoy, and 2, that it can actually work well for you. Use keyword research to find topics that have a perfect balance of competition. The best balance is a very high search volume and, of course, a very low competition. So not all YouTube niches are created equal, as some niches do better than others. You would want to choose a niche that has a very high CPM, because the higher the CPM, the more money you can make with YouTube. You also want to choose a niche that lets you increase your revenue through other streams of income, not only YouTube ad revenue. One huge mistake that people make when they're creating their own YouTube channels is that they don't know what their CPM would be or have no idea what it would be. So if you have a very low CPM, you can get millions of views but only make $20 from it. I'm not joking, guys. It's super important to look at a YouTube channel that actually creates a lot of revenue and actually can get you a high CPM. And I'm going to show you guys 5 different YouTube niches that you can start that have a high CPM. You also want to make sure that YouTube ad revenue isn't your only source of income, because with YouTube ad revenue, it is a great source. However, you want to maximize your revenue as much as possible by having different streams of income. And I'm going to show you guys the streams of income you guys can grow later in the video as well. So the best niches to start to get a high CPM are the technology niche, the finance niche, the crypto niche, and the stock market niche. So let's go into my computer and take a look at an example of each one of these niches. Alrighty guys, so I'm here on this channel called UFact Tech. What UFact Tech does is they just show super cool gadgets that you can buy today. It's a very interesting and intriguing and smart way to make money on YouTube. You guys can see I'm looking at the video 17 coolest gadgets you can buy. And as we go through the video, you'll see that it just showcases gadgets. It's kind of like one big commercial for cool gadgets that people want.
Press the single button on the body either to turn the device on or to take photos. And don't forget to pick one of the 4 filters to make them even more.
So this is super cool. They just basically promote other people's products and they get paid for it. It's totally awesome. Now this channel is actually using another stream of income that I told you guys should take a look at. If you go into their description here, you can see that there are certain links in the description here, and you can see that they're tagged genius. Now this tag, I guarantee you, is something called an affiliate link tag. What that means is that if you go and buy one of these products, they'll actually make a commission on every single product that they buy from this link, because they know that they bought this product because you saw this video. So if we just take a look at this camera, for example, you can see that it sends you to the actual device and you can buy it off of Amazon, Alabre, eBay, or Walmart, which is super cool. So if we go on Amazon, you can see this device is available, and if you buy it right now with that link, they get a cut and a commission of every single product that they sell from you. So that's just another way to increase their revenue, which is a genius way of doing it. And they have a very high CPM because YouTube loves videos that talk about money and selling different things. So if someone sees a video talking about different gadgets they can buy, it most likely means that people are willing to spend money on that actual video. So as a result, if people are willing to spend money, they'll put more ads on that video. It's very simple. Now let's look at a faceless channel in the finance niche. So this channel is called How Money Works. This channel is all about finance topics, cool finance facts, and people who make money in the space. It talks about the government and how billionaires avoid tax. Super cool, very interesting videos about money. Now let's take a look at one of their videos.
Platform, we're mostly filming out of their modest apartments, doing average skits, and living lives pretty similar to you.
So you guys can see it's super cool, very informative, transformative content. And this is a very high CPM channel, like I said, because advertisers are willing to pay more money on a video that talks about money. Because if they talk about money, that means they're more likely to spend money. Now let's take a look at a crypto channel you guys can start. Now this channel is called Satoshi Stacker. What they do is they explain their predictions about Bitcoin, what Bitcoin will move. Don't make these big Bitcoin mistakes. So this is actually a great channel to start because Bitcoin is a very low competition, high search volume keyword that you guys can take a look at. Alright guys, so let me explain to you what not to do on your YouTube channel if you want to make sure that it's successful and it's a long-term business. A lot of people think that YouTube automation or making videos without showing your face on YouTube is just stealing other people's videos and re-uploading them. That is not what we're teaching here. We want to create a completely original content that's transformative and engaging. Let's take a look at some channels that we should not follow. So you guys can see here that there are so many different channels that do compilations. Compilations are not a good idea at all because compilations are basically just videos that just copy other people's videos and put them in a pile. YouTube does not like that at all because it's not transformative and it doesn't show any type of commentary or anything new. It just seems very lazy and it's not something YouTube wants to monetize. So you guys see your funny cats compilation, cats will make you laugh, make your head off, funny cat fails and stuff like that. You do not want to start a YouTube channel like that at all. Also, what you guys don't want is any type of copyrighted content. I know a lot of people who just re-upload content from big channels like ESPN, CNN, and Fox Sports Radio, and they just upload it onto their own channel. That is not okay, and YouTube will not appreciate that because YouTube does not like copyrighted content, and you will not get monetized for it. Even if you do some commentary, it's important to make sure that the videos that you create are completely transformative. They don't have any copyrighted music or any copyrighted videos at all. Alright guys, let's get to the juicy part. How does the YouTube algorithm actually work? First, we must figure out what is YouTube's goal. YouTube's goal is to keep you on the platform as much as possible so that they can make as much money as possible through advertising. YouTube is a business like anyone else and you want to make the most money possible with your business. It's very simple. YouTube wants to push out videos that are similar to the video you're already watching because you're much more likely to click on that video and keep watching as opposed to another video. And the more videos you watch, the more money they make. So our goal is to make sure that our videos are similar to one another so that we can continue to be recommended by our own videos constantly. This method is called using similar metadata. Let me show you guys some examples of this method. So when I searched a video for Graham Stephan, I get recommended videos that are in the finance niche. The reason why is YouTube can see that I'm interested in finance, so they're going to keep pushing out finance content. It's very, very simple. And to the right here, you can see another 2008 housing crash, why home prices haven't crashed, housing market, Amazon, the Great Reset. So many different things talking about finance were recommended to me from Graham Stephan's video, and even one of his own videos was recommended to me here. The reason why is because YouTube likes to see videos that are similar to the videos you're already watching. So if YouTube recommends me the similar content over and over and over again, that means that I will never leave YouTube. I'll just keep staying on YouTube for as long as possible and keep watching and watching over and over again, which means there will be more ads in my face, which means I'm more likely to click an ad, which means I'm more likely to buy a product. So how do you actually create the video step by step so that you guys can get started right now? Let's take a look at an example from a channel that we saw in the past called Touropia. So you can go to websites like Pexels and find some videos of the certain place you want to show. Then you can go to places like Fiverr and Upwork and hire people to create the voiceover and the thumbnail. So let me show you guys exactly how you would do this. Alright guys, so we're back at Touropia. So you can see that they show different places around the world. Let's just say we want to see places like Wyoming. We want to make a video just like this. So first we'll go to a website called Pexels.com. Alright guys, so I'm here at Pexels.com. Now what you guys want to do is look up Wyoming. See, you guys can see that there's so many different photos of Wyoming and the beautiful landscape that they have. Let's say you want to get a little more specific and we want to see mountains. So you guys can see that there's so many different photos and videos of mountains here. And you can see if you click videos, there's so many cool different tracking videos and tracking shots of beautiful mountains in the background that you can use when creating the video. Alright, now that you guys know exactly where to get the actual videos and photos, let's talk about the actual voiceover. Now, I like to use a website called Fiverr. Now, Fiverr is a website that lets you hire out different people and outsource your content. It's a super cool, great website that works super well, and I love it so much. So let's find a voice actor. So if you scroll down here, you can see that there's so many different voice actors for different prices. $50, $25, $20, $25. So it's not too bad. Honestly, the pricing isn't that bad. You can get a nice voiceover for pretty cheap and just take videos from places like Pexels and put it together yourself. Now let's say you guys are on a super tight budget and you guys can't pay for any voiceovers, anything at all. What you guys can do is use an actual software called Audacity. So Audacity is a free open source audio software that lets you edit audio completely by yourself. It's super cool and it's completely free. Now what you guys should do is actually buy a cheap microphone or even use the microphone on your phone, record the audio and use Audacity to make it sound a lot clearer and a lot nicer. So then what you guys would do is get a free video software called OpenShot that lets you edit videos completely for free. What you guys can do is type up a script yourself and then you record yourself and create the videos yourself. Super simple, because the videos that Toropia makes are pretty simple to make. All you need is about maybe 10-15 nice tracking shots of an area and talk about the area. That's super cool. Have like a bullet list of 10 things that you mentioned about the area, and there you go. You have an amazing video that's going to do very well on YouTube. And you guys can see that they don't upload a lot at all. They upload honestly once a month. So if you guys really go out there and just grow your channel and actually upload consistently, your channel will outrank them, because YouTube loves videos and channels that are consistent with their uploading schedule. Now let's say you guys don't want to spend any time on this at all and you guys have the money to go spend on this channel yourself. What you guys should do is hire a video editor, you should hire a script writer, and you should hire a voice actor. So we found a voice actor here. Let's see how much a script writer would cost. So yeah, scriptwriter will cost you only $10, which is honestly great. $10 for an entire script for a YouTube video is beautiful. Now let's go look at an actual video editor that will help you edit the videos correctly and nicely. So you guys can see $15, $30, $45. There are some higher ranked video editors for $100, but you can honestly find a nice video editor that will create great videos for you for $40, $50. So in total, creating a video like this will probably cost you maybe $60, $70 total for a nice 8-minute video. Alright guys, so let's talk about the 5 ways to make money with YouTube automation. So the first and most popular way to make money is of course through YouTube ad revenue. So YouTube will pay you by showing ads on your videos once you're accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. The requirements are you must have at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to actually qualify for the YouTube Partner Program. Now I know it sounds like a lot, but it is a lot easier to get those numbers than you think. If you're consistent and you upload correctly, you can capture those numbers very, very quickly, and you can even get monetized in under a month if you use the correct tactics. So way number 2 is called affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is when you promote someone else's products on your own YouTube channel and you get paid a commission for each sale that you make. Now if you guys remember, I showed you guys UFAC Tech and they had a bunch of links in the description to send you to the products that they actually promote in their YouTube channel. So if you guys really want to make as much money as possible with your YouTube channels, you can use affiliate marketing to exponentially increase your revenue, and the best part is that you don't need to wait for monetization to do this. Alright, so third way to make money on YouTube is through merchandise or print on demand. So merchandise or print on demand is when you create your own products that are branded after your own channel and sell that to your fans. Now this is more inclined to a personal brand channel, but there are plenty of channels that don't show their face that do this as well. For an example, let's just show Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is definitely one of the biggest YouTubers on the platform, and he of course sells merchandise to his fans. Let's take a look at his website. Alright, so we're here on Shop Mr. Beast. Now this is honestly a great website. You can see that they have so many different merchandise that you could buy. $60 for a hoodie, $35. I guarantee you his sales are astronomically out of this world. Now if you guys want to look at a channel that sells merchandise but it still shows no face at all, let me tell you a YouTube channel called Optimus. Alright guys, so this channel Optimus is basically a channel where he just talks about current events. It's super cool. He talks about the current events in Ukraine and Russia. He talks about issues with YouTube. He basically talks about almost anything he wants to, honestly. And the thing is, he has a super high and engaged fan base. He has over 1 million subscribers. You can see that he even has his own merchandise. Let's take a look at his merch store. His merch store, wow, this is very nice, very cool. And he never shows his face at all. All he does is show video game gameplay. He sells hats for 65, coffee pack for 50. It's honestly insane. This is a great store. This is a great store, and he doesn't show his face at all. So if you guys think it's impossible to sell your own merchandise without showing your face, that is completely incorrect. Alright guys, so number 4 is through a Patreon or subscription service. So this is when you offer a monthly subscription to your fans and gives them exclusive content without being able to get it on YouTube for free. So the example is Jake Tran. You guys have probably heard of Jake Tran. He has a huge channel where he talks about different war crimes. He does documentaries on evil companies, evil corporations, and they're honestly really entertaining. Now let's take a look at his channel and see how he makes even more money through actually using subscription services. So you guys can see that this is his channel, and he has a join button here. This join button lets you go into his actual paid subscription service where it gives you content that he can't show on YouTube for free. Now if we click join, you can see that he has a bunch of different levels where he actually charges people per month for his documentaries, from $4.99 all the way up to $50 a month, which is honestly insane. And he doesn't show his face in his videos at all. He only showed his face to promote his monthly paid subscription service, but he doesn't show his face in his videos at all. So this is honestly an amazingly great way to maximize your revenue and to really grow your business. Alright, number 5 is selling digital products. So this is when you create an online non-physical product and you sell them to your audience. So for example, I'll show you a channel called Music for Body and Spirit Meditation Music. Alright, so you can see that this channel just does nothing but cool, nice, peaceful meditation music that people would love to listen to. They usually listen to it while they sleep, or they usually listen to it maybe while they're on a nice drive or just want to chill. And what they do is absolutely insane and genius. If you go into the description here, they actually allow you to buy their music from Amazon, iTunes, and Spotify. So it's honestly super genius and super cool, and they never show their face at all. So they're charging $8.99 to buy their products, which is super cool. And keep in mind, they get a ton of views. They have up to 1 million views from this one video. And their channel has over 3 million subscribers. So I guarantee you they have to be selling a ton of these because they have such a huge audience who would love to get their music and have it accessible everywhere they go. Not only on YouTube, but maybe in their car, maybe actually in their playlist while they sleep, maybe even when they do just a nice walk or nice workout. So you guys can actually sell your own digital products, whether that be an ebook, whether that be some music online, or whatever it may be. You can use YouTube to actually sell those products for you, and you can make even more money not only from ad revenue. Alright guys, so let me actually go into my own YouTube channel and show you guys exactly how to set up your own YouTube channel for success. So you guys can see that on this YouTube channel, I actually sectioned out every single section, from uploads to popular uploads to actual different playlists as well, from YouTube automation to my growth tips to my shorts. So if you guys want to get started and make sure your YouTube channel is actually set up for success, make sure that you go to customize channel here. And when you customize your channel here, you can actually customize the layout of your channel. So let's say you want to put the uploads first, then the popular uploads, or let's say you want to actually put the shorts first. We can actually move the shorts up here. We can actually publish it, and when we go back and refresh it, you guys can see that my shorts are now above every other part of my YouTube channel. So this lets you guys brand your YouTube channel correctly so that you guys can set it up to exactly how you like it. Now, of course, you guys can go to branding and add your own logo and add your own banner and add your own logo in the corner here. You can also edit the basic info as well. You can even go to settings here and go to your channel and edit your channel keywords to make sure your channel is completely optimized correctly as well. So one tip to make sure that your YouTube videos succeed as soon as they get uploaded is to make sure that you have your uploads here at the top, so that the newest video you upload can be the first thing that people see when they go onto your YouTube channel. Alright guys, so let me tell you guys exactly how to grow quickly on YouTube. So you guys should use a similar metadata method of using the similar tags, keywords, and titles in your videos so that you guys can get recommended in the YouTube algorithm over and over and over again. Make sure to upload consistently. If you upload one time a week, then twice a week, then you miss 3 weeks, it's not going to work out for you successfully because YouTube really rewards people who don't miss a day. So I'd say if you don't think you can upload consistently, have a batch of about 30 videos in the back end that you have ready to upload, so that if you miss a day or you can't make a video, it'll be fine because you have some already ready to go. Focus on maximizing click-through rate, watch time, and average view duration. Those are the 3 methods that are really going to help you grow your channel as fast as possible, because YouTube will reward you for getting great results and great numbers on your YouTube videos. Focus on topics that have a great SEO keyword research score as well, because you want to make sure that your YouTube videos are optimized to their best ability. So here are some questions that I get a lot whenever people ask me how to start their own YouTube channels. They ask me things like, how long will it take to see some success? Now, it definitely depends on your niche, and it depends on your keyword research and how well you actually implement the strategies. However, I'd say that you should be able to see some success within about from 30 to 60 days, because that's about the time where you'll be able to upload 30 videos. I'd say that once you upload 30 videos, that's when you'll start to see some serious success on YouTube. How much money do I need to invest in YouTube automation? You honestly need $0. You don't need any money to invest into it at all. You can actually create all of the content yourself without paying anyone a dime. You can go to websites like I showed you, Pexels. You can go and record your own voice and put it on Audacity. You can do so many different things that make sure that you can create the content without spending a penny. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed that free course that taught you basically everything you need to know to get started into growing your own faceless YouTube channel today. Now, if you guys want to go more in depth and get a step-by-step and really take a step-by-step guide where you can come to me and I'll help you grow your YouTube channels together, I'm actually starting to revamp and renew my YouTube automation course, and as a thank you for staying through and watching the entire video, I'll offer you guys a huge discount. Allow me to introduce you guys Automation Academy 2.0. In this new version of the Automation Academy, you'll receive all of my Automation 1.0 Academy course curriculum. You'll get the top 25 YouTube automation niches to start. You'll also get the exact YouTube automation script you need to keep viewers engaged. You'll get my keyword research strategy to optimize your channel effectively. You'll get to see a personal case study on how I grew my own channel from $0 to $15,000 a month. You'll also get access to my automation Facebook group for a one-on-one mentorship where I will help you and walk you through any single problems you might have in growing your own channel as well. All this knowledge comes from experience and comes from me spending thousands of dollars on other YouTube automation and YouTube and faceless YouTube channel courses in the marketplace, and the total value of this will be $2,182. But since you guys stayed with me throughout the entire video, I'm going to give it to you guys for just $297, which is an insane number for all the value that you will be able to get once you sign up today. Now, of course, I can't let everybody into the course right now because there's a waiting list with only 30 spots. But if you guys sign up right now and you'll be able to get into that waiting list, you'll be able to get in at that discounted price. And after that waiting list, the price will raise to $497. So if you guys want to take the next step into growing your own faceless YouTube channel, and starting your own YouTube empire, then click the first link in the description below and sign up today. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching. I can't wait to help you guys grow your own YouTube channel and have you create financial freedom without having to worry about being on camera ever again.